Sri Lanka is in the grips of a devastating crisis, and the numbers tell a shocking story. Just a few years ago, the price of rice was a manageable 80 to 90 rupees. Now, it has skyrocketed to between 200 and 240 rupees. This isn't just a minor increase. It's a staggering threefold rise that reflects the dire situation many families are facing. Food shortages are rampant. The shelves that once brimmed with essentials are now bare. People are lining up for hours, sometimes even days, just to secure basic supplies. Imagine standing in a queue, knowing that your ability to feed your family depends on whether you can get to the front before the food runs out. It's a grim reality that many Sri Lankans are living through daily. But it's not just food that's in short supply. Medicine and fuel are also scarce. Hospitals are struggling to provide care, and the long lines at gas stations are a common sight. People are unable to work because they can't get to their jobs, stuck in these endless queues. The economy is grinding to a halt, and the frustration is palpable. Then there are the blackouts. Power outages have become a regular occurrence, plunging homes and businesses into darkness. It's hard to imagine trying to run a household or a business without reliable electricity. This has only added to the unrest, fueling protests that seem to erupt daily. People are demanding change, but the government's response has often been inadequate, leading to even more frustration and anger. Now, let's talk about the staggering debt. Sri Lanka is burdened with a debt of $51 billion, but the country's reserves have dwindled to a mere $1.94 billion. How did it get to this point? Years of mismanagement, corruption, and poor economic decisions have led to this financial disaster. The government borrowed heavily, often to fund projects that didn't yield the expected returns. When the pandemic hit, tourism, a major source of income, plummeted, leaving a gaping hole in the economy. Inflation has spiraled out of control, and the currency has devalued significantly. The government's attempts to stabilize the economy have often backfired, leading to more hardship for the average citizen. It's a vicious cycle. Rising prices lead to protests, which lead to instability, further eroding confidence in the economy. The people of Sri Lanka are resilient, but how much longer can they endure this crisis? The situation is dire, and without significant changes and support, the future looks bleak. The world is watching, and it's a stark reminder of how quickly things can unravel when economic policies fail and debt spirals out of control. Sri Lanka's story is one of caution, a lesson in the importance of sound economic management and the human cost of financial missteps.